One of the most overlooked resort style communities in the East Valley is Encanterra. Now, if you are looking for golf and spas and amenities and indoor, outdoor pools, stunning views, this master plan community is a must to check out on your list. It's located in Queen Creek, although technically it was Santan and everything around it is Santan for as long as I can remember. It's just been in the last few years that the community was able to be annexed into Queen Creek. So you better believe if you're talking to someone that lives in Encanterra, they will be the first to tell you they live in Queen Creek. So this is a gated community with a private golf course and a lot of restaurants and really cool amenities that we'll dive into. One of my favorite parts is the restaurants are actually open to the public, so you can go in there and eat, and everything is panoramic, just stunning views. From the Superstition Mountains to the Santan Mountains to the superbly kept golf course. It is stunning, and all the water holes. It's just, the ambiance is bar none. Encanterra is a trilogy resort community that has some sister locations throughout the valley. For this particular location, when I was looking at the homes for sale, they go back from about the early 2009, all the way up to today. They're still building in there. One thing to definitely keep in mind if you are looking in the Encanterra new builds or options there, when you sign in at the builder's office, just to go look for kicks and giggles. If you do not have a realtor present with you, when you sign in, it precludes you. They say right on there in the fine print, you cannot use a realtor if you decide to buy a new build in Encanterra for the next 8 years. I mean, seriously, that part is that's just bananas to me. You could literally get married and have 7 kids in that time frame. That's just nuts. So be cautious about that. If you're going to look, it does behoove you to take a realtor with you. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that the sales reps work for the builders and their financial interest. And a lot of times there are phenomenal options, deals, insights that we can provide because we've sold in there to help you through the process. And here's the kicker, you do not get a break for not using a realtor. So keep that in mind if you're going to be here visiting, or you already live here and you want to go check out the new builds at Encanterra. Just buzz me, we'll get you over there. We are very close by. We have lots of friends in the community and we've sold in there. So we're happy to help, and we love touring new builds. The private golf course is a Tom Lehman design that really takes advantage of all those views I was talking about. It is stunning, but it is private. So if you live in Encanterra, they have 2 membership options for golf. One is the casual golfer and one is for the more frequent golfer. Now the initiation fees, I'm gonna give you roughly what I'm finding because I know those change from time to time, but for the casual golfer, it was an $8,000 initiation fee. For the frequent golfer, it was a $40,000 initiation fee. But the frequent golfer initiation fee includes the $420 monthly golf fee in that packet. Encanterra regularly hosts golf tournaments, so if you're not a member, sometimes there's options to go as a guest with a member. We've been fortunate enough to do that and to be a part of those golf tournaments a few times. So sometimes you just got to know somebody that knows somebody. Luxury living often comes with some additional costs. So one of those in Encanterra to keep in mind is the social membership fee. And this is required. When you purchase a home in there, you must pay a social membership fee of $8,500. This is a one-time fee. And the good news is if you go to sell down the road, you are refunded 80% of that. And that gives you a lot of amenities to be able to partake in. And some of those perks would be the resort pools with poolside service that's only available for members. Then you have the spa services that, you can cover just about everything there. Hair, skin, nails, massage, all the goodies. Of course, we talked about the golf, and then there's the restaurants. Now, several of the restaurants, they are open to the public, but let's be honest, to be able to just drive your golf cart over or walk on over, and the views at the restaurants are breathtaking. They actually do rent some of those spaces for wedding venues, and they are highly sought after just because it is breathtaking. So you also have tennis courts and pickleball courts, and it's a gated community, and it's kind of just its own social vibe, which is, it feels like you're on vacation every single day in there. Oh, and I didn't even cover the outdoor amphitheater. It's common that they have concerts, and there's picnic areas and lakes and concierge services, of course, ceramics and sewing studios, billiards, a ballroom. You'll find that a lot of the local businesses, chambers of commerce, they have, golf tournaments there and other special awards, banquets, and dinners, because it's just kind of phenomenal. At Encanterra, you have 2 clubhouses. La Casa has nearly 60,000 square feet of incredibly designed spaces, indoor venues, outdoor covered patios. It's just romantic as old world. It's charming, has a very distinctive look. That's where you'll find the day spa with the treatment room and the sauna and the steam room. La Casa also has 3 beautiful swimming pools, including the resort-style outdoor pool for enjoying the climate. It's an indoor exercise pool and a dedicated lap pool. La Casa is the one with the ballrooms and the banquet rooms for the large functions that I was telling you about earlier, where they're often rented out by local business owners and for weddings and other large gatherings and events. Now, the second clubhouse at Encanterra is the Algarve. That's, of course, also beautifully designed. It has over 20,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor space, and it also has its own resort style pool, large deck space, a beautiful landscape. That's the one that has the poolside service for food and drinks for members only. That has tapas, which is the bar and grill right there, and then a large artisan studio that has the classes I mentioned, with mediums like clay and sculpting and painting. They have a great event lawn and several pickleball and bocce courts right there off of the Algarve. So for the homes, there's about 2,400 homes in Encanterra right now. As I mentioned, they are still building. When I pulled to see, what's currently available in Encanterra, there were 80 listings available out of about, 2,400 homes I mentioned. The lowest price point was $412,000, with the highest price point being just short of $1.3 million. Now you'll see as you get closer to the $1 million mark, those are usually on the golf course. You either have mountain views, golf views, water views. They're highly sought after. If you're a wine enthusiast, another cool program Encanterra has is their Barrel Masters program. This is a fun social event for people that really are into wine or just learning, beginner for wine. They have a couple different membership options, but essentially it comes with 2 wine tastings per month and then 1 dinner per month, as well as preferred pricing and private storage. Now, I'm not a huge wine drinker, but what a fun way to learn about it and meet some other people in my own community. Encanterra has about 2,400 homes. When I pulled up to see, okay, what's available in there, what's for sale at the moment, there were 80 homes for sale. 69 of them were stick-built homes, and the rest were patio or town homes. So you're not really looking at a condo setup in there. There's no manufactureds, there's no mobiles. It's an all-age community, with the exception of right as you come in through the main gates off of Ironwood and Combs, just to the right, that quadrant there is an active adult section of the community. Clearly choice lots when you start hitting that, 900,000 and above in Encanterra. Now, we have sold in Encanterra many times, and you'll find there's a general trend in that the lot sizes are often right around between 6,000, 7, maybe 8,000 square feet, and they tend to be a little shallow on the backyard side of things. So you'll have the beautiful home, you might have a bit of a courtyard, or they have some really nice back patio setups with fireplaces. They're just gorgeous, but the backyard itself is fairly shallow. Another interesting component is some of the homes have fencing and some don't. It's completely optional, and it's not usually, you're not gonna see like big block wall fencing, maybe on the perimeter homes of the community, but within the community, it's much shorter fencing. It's more open, neighbor friendly. You're just not going to get a ton of privacy often in the backyard. When you do see homes with pools, they're often going to be a little bit skinnier, and they make that more shallow backyard feel even tighter. Once in a blue moon, there'll be an oversized lot, and you'll see that go at an absolute premium because it is highly sought after. There's just not as many larger lots in Encanterra. So of the 80 homes that I pulled that are currently for sale, 69 of them are standalone stick-built homes, and the rest were patio homes or townhomes. The builder is still building in there to this day. So you'll see homes that range from 2009 all the way up to a current day build. Now, some people don't love the location of Encanterra. They just don't love that it's a little bit further east and a little bit further south. And with all the build out and growth in that particular area they are experiencing right now, that can be even more of a challenge. We find that the average age in there is closer to 37 with a median average income, $127,000 or more a year. And one of my favorite things about Encanterra is it feels like a slower pace, but everybody's active. I mean, just lots of people out on the golf course, walking their dogs, participating in the various, tennis club and bocce ball and just all the stuff there is to do. It's very relaxing. Any chance we get to go to Encanterra, we are all over it. One of the only things that's not fun is when we're selling a home or doing an open house. They're very restrictive on their signage and what we can and can't put out, as well as they will not let us show all those wonderful amenities in our MLS listings, which is challenging because that's why people want to be there. They're purchasing in Encanterra for the lifestyle and the vibrant amenities, but it is what it is. People get to tour it and they still realize they fall in love, they want it. And for some people, if the traffic and the location is not for them, so be it. But you've got to go check it out to make sure you've checked that off your box. And the great news is right outside of Encanterra, there is so much growth and new business and activity. I mean, you literally right outside the gates, you have a Sprouts, they're putting in a Target, there's Fry's, there's Safeway, there's Dutch, there's Starbucks. There's everything. There's plenty of places to eat, and you're literally across the street from Banner Ironwood. I volunteered there for a year. Love that hospital. You got Simon Med. You've got urologists and specialty doctors. There's everything right there. But with that comes a little bit of traffic. So people either love it and that is their place, and they don't need to travel into Phoenix or worry about, the traffic can be a little brutal in that particular area, and it's not for them because of the traffic. One of the other drawbacks to Encanterra that not everybody loves is the monthly HOA. It's technically a quarterly HOA, and it varies a little bit depending if you're in a townhome or a standalone home, but it's anywhere from $1,500 to $1,800 quarterly, which breaks down to about $500 to $600 a month. So, with those amenities comes a price tag. It's either for you or it's not. If Encanterra is on your list and you want to check it out, message us. We have sold in there. We love it in there. It's our backyard. We want to make sure to show you all the amenities to Encanterra, grab some lunch, and see if it's a good fit for you.